with Trevor Lawrence seemingly being out of reach for Jet fans, we're going to start looking at all our other options for quarterbacks. I'm going to take a look at Justin Fields, but I want to talk about another quarterback who just had a massive bowl game, and that's BYU quarterback Zach Wilson.
You broke Steve Young's single-season completion record, 73.5%. His was
I was getting nervous.
71.9.
I was getting nervous.
What does that mean to you, break a record like that?
Yeah, I mean, it means the world. Hopefully it lasts a long time. But I think, every single stat that I have this year is, it shows how amazing this team is, right? I mean, guys are wide open all over the place. I got all the time in the world back there. The defense is giving us the ball back, and so I really think those stats just reflect how good of a season that we've had as a whole. Being one of the most explosive offenses in the country, that's where those stats come from, is the team executing and getting it done. We got players all over the place.
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, the Jets fan base has been very doom and gloom the last week or so, but I want to give you guys a little bit of hope. And if you guys didn't check out the Boca Raton Ball on Tuesday night, while we were doing our Talking Jets panel, Matt O'Leary and I were just absolutely gushing over Zach Wilson, the quarterback from BYU. And this kid absolutely went off. And by now, I'm sure you've heard of him. He is ridiculous. He's kind of like a Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield sort of hybrid. Like, he's not real tall. He's measured in at 6'3", 210 pounds. I think he's probably going to come in a little bit lighter and a little bit shorter than that, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as we get closer to the combine, if he declares. He is a junior, so he could, in theory, go back for his senior season. But this guy had 5 touchdowns, 3 passing and 2 rushing touchdowns, and over 300 yards in just the first half. They blew UCF out of the water. And now UCF is not a defensive juggernaut by any means. I think they're barely in the top 50 in terms of defenses, so not great, I guess. If you're looking at a full grade from this one game, it's just a little piece of the puzzle. But man, was he exciting. He could rip the ball down the field. He has wheels. He can get out of sticky situations in the pocket. It was really impressive to watch this guy play. And I started doing a little bit of diving into some of his interviews and everything, and just trying to figure out what this guy could possibly be in the NFL. So like I said, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield hybrid. I like the speed. He's not going to be as fast as Kyler, but he kind of has the pocket presence of like a Baker Mayfield with a Kyler, if that's sort of how you want to compare it. Big time strong arm. Like, he will not have a problem cutting through the cold weather up here in New York or New Jersey, if you want to get technical. Pro Football Focus has him as the highest riser. So from last year to this year, highest riser in terms of quarterback play. He's currently listed as their number 3 overall quarterback behind behind Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. So, going to be really interesting. I'm not 100% sold on Justin Fields right now, especially the last 2 times we've seen him in prime time. His game against Trevor Lawrence is going to tell me a lot about how I feel about him. But Zach Wilson, on the other hand, I know the level of competition isn't quite what some of these other schools face, and that's going to be his biggest knock. But he did have a 73% completion percentage this year. That breaks the 37-year record by former BYU quarterback Steve Young. So, hey, you could get some Hall of Fame quarterbacks out of BYU. I'm not afraid of that. The guy averaged 308 yards per game this season. He wound up finishing with, I think it was 43 touchdowns total. He had 33 passing, 10 rushing, and he had 3 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken. So the guy is legit. He minimizes turnovers and maximizes just the potential. Because I think when I'm looking at quarterbacks coming out, and I sort of see how the NFL is developing, you look at Kyler Murray, you look at Jalen Hurts, you look at Patrick Mahomes, and you just see these really strong-armed quarterbacks, and you see a very fast, mobile sort of threat for the defense. So now the defense is thinking of all these different things. You got to account for this quarterback running, and I think that's important. When you look at Zach Wilson's career in college, he had a weird 2009 campaign. A lot of interceptions, a lot of not so great games. I think he finished 4-5 or so that season. But he did have a lot of injuries. He hurt his hand, and then he also had a torn labrum in his shoulder. He's actually had 2 torn labrums. So he's torn it in both shoulders, and he's had the injury to his throwing hand. So injury is going to be a concern. It doesn't appear like the shoulder has lost any velocity on it, because he is ripping the ball around. Now, is he going to throw as fast as Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes? Probably not. They're actually calling this guy the Mormon Mahomes. I would like to think of him as, we always talk about Broadway Baker, Broadway Namath, and all, Broadway Joe, all these different nicknames that we could possibly get with potential quarterbacks or, our actual quarterbacks. I would like to think this guy could be known as Wall Street Wilson because he's going to be dropping dimes all over the place. I would be so on board for this guy to come in. I really am. I know he's not the super prototypical height, but the guy just reeks of leadership. You look at how he interacts with his teammates and how he talks to people. His interviews are all real impressive. Even though he looks like he's 15 years old, I would sign up for this. I would be all on board. If the decision is to move on from Sam Darnold and you want to draft a quarterback, this is a guy I'm definitely keeping my eye on. Jet fans, let me know what you think of Zach Wilson. Were you impressed by his bowl game? Do you think there's more that we need to kind of get into? Do you think the level of competition has been an issue? Guys, Christmas is just one day away. I want you to know I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe with your families. And you know what? Just enjoy some of the football. We finally get football on Christmas this year. This is the first year we have ever had football on every single day of the week throughout the calendar. Not calendar year. Throughout the weekly calendar. So we had a game on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday now. So very cool. Let me know what you guys think of that down below. If you guys have any special plans. Now I'm just rambling. Let me know what you think of Zach Wilson. Put it down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. And as always, guys, go Jets.